My little nerds and nerdettes, please join us for another episode of
Dungeon Krawlers! Let's go!
Dungeon Crawlers.
Welcome back for episode 2. Starting a little bit late, I forgot what time it was and I decided I'd be out on the river. So, anyways,
This fool.
here we are. So we have a new campaign. Our lovely group has made their way to the main city of Omira, where, whether it be coin, hiding, looking for adventure, looking for luck, looking for anything, we start a new chapter where they wind up kind of haphazardly running into one another throughout the town and into the inn, some making a bit of a scene in the main foyer, whatever you want to call it, and getting thrown out. Having a casual drink together, a little suspicious. They managed to save an individual from a group of thugs, making quick work of them, obviously, where upon saving this individual, they're offered up a job. As long as they follow along and, kind of see what the job has to offer. Where they meet a lesser, middle, higher nobility, unsure. Iria Dimor, a elderly goblin female, a little on the grumpy and sharp-mouthed. Couple of the group, you do go to meet this individual, and kind of go over, a couple of things from what she was kind of bringing to the table, or what she could offer you in return if you offered her a service in return. That being said, we left off where you guys were all kind of those of you that were within the building, you guys were leaving, and nobody had slept for the night. You kind of, you haven't really figured out an inn for the night. You guys hadn't really figured out like a sleeping situation. I believe Axel and Nova, you two had decided to not join the group as they went in to talk to this
join us
individual.
inside, anyway.
Correct. So, we leave off with Axel and Nova kind of doing your own thing, and the rest of the group, you are just leaving the front gates of the Dearmore estate. As the gate slowly closes behind you, you find yourself in the main roadway. It's probably at this point, I'd probably say about 6, 7 o'clock at night. The sun's down, it's late, the lights magically flick on, and the streets are dimly to like a little bit more than that lit.
Sweet. Got light spells on a timer here.
Do we see the two of them as we leave?
I don't know. Do you?
Would you guys be like waiting outside the gate, or have gone somewhere else?
We'd be hanging around nearby just to make sure that if you did come out, we didn't miss it.
Okay.
And
So,
I'm trying to remember. I thought I wrote it down, but I couldn't find it. She did offer us work. I don't think she gave us, and she mentioned a contract, but I don't think she actually gave us like any papers or anything, right?
No,
Nope.
she had us on this kind of probationary job, I think.
nope. What she told you is that she could possibly have work for you, but to go home and rest and come back tomorrow with your full group, and you could go over the details and you could decide if you wanted to, and if you did, you'd be kind of like on a probationary period, and then once you had completed said probationary period or task that she was giving you, a contract would most likely be involved. which would give you some perks.
Turn to Sophia as we're walking out, and I'll say, "What do you make of that lady, So-So?" Seemed like a fighter to me, but
She'll be a great person to work for. Certainly not pleasant to be around, but
yeah,
she's
kind of,
rich.
kind of an asshole.
Totally. That's how you get that rich.
You ain't wrong.
I think we should meet up with the others. Tell them that they'll need to come in. Nova's gonna have to get over her dislike of them. Yeah, they're smelly and rich, but it's gotta work out how to play their game.
Some things that you would notice, Sophia, just because of kind of your background and who you are. The house was not like lavishly decorated like a normal noble person would. It was more practical and minimalistic.
Interesting.
There was paintings and like there was weaponry and some monsters and beasts like mounted on the wall,
Mhm.
but there wasn't like dishes and trim and like
Right. It
super
didn't look.
exciting.
It
Yeah.
didn't look fake, right?
Yeah,
Like
it was
Not
very
a-
like yeah,
Not a,
it was very
not
like
a big
practical.
display of opulence.
Yeah, it was more minimalistic, very, just down to earth and kind of almost
Like a hunting lodge, but like an
Kind of.
adventurer's lodge, right? Right?
yeah.
There's probably wealthier people in town for sure, but certainly she seems like the type that's not going to try and screw us over. I'm willing to come back and see what she offers. I don't expect. It kind of made me nervous when she said she was giving us low pay and stuff. And she underestimates the value of a loyal party new to town, especially since a lot of people won't recognize us.
Well, hopefully they don't recognize me.
Good point.
But yeah, I guess you're right.
Let's meet up with him. You still want to work with him, right? I'm still a little nervous of what Nova's up to.
Well, I don't really trust either of them as far as I can throw them. But you can't deny that they are good with what they do.
And as you say that, Patience, when you guys kind of come out, you guys look to your right and kind of like around the corner and like a half a block down, like around another corner, you just see like around this like stone pillar, like a little fence. You see kind of like Axel and Nova just like peeking down the roadway.
Oh, look, there's the furball and his lady now.
After seeing them exit, I would approach them.
Yep.
Well, what of this work that this individual had? What did you find out?
Well, the mistress is stuck-up brat, but she's offered us potential work. She didn't give too many details, the nobles often don't. But she said we can come back in the morning once we've thought things over and gotten some rest. I think it's worth it. She seemed practical. I don't think she'll try and screw us over. She doesn't seem like the type.
So
you won't
she
like her,
seemed
though.
legitimate. She didn't seem like she was trying to catch anyone.
No, legit for sure. I think we overestimated Miller's standing. I'm not honestly sure how happy she was to even see him. But yeah, she's happy to have us, I think.
She was excited for the package you brought.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
She-
she's motivated by money, which is always good to work for.
Did she
What, you
say
guys don't
what?
like tea?
Did she say what was in the package?
But she said there was tea.
Tea, as in the beverage.
The drink.
Might have been medicinal. I don't know.
Yeah, a
doesn't
bunch of
really
leaves and
matter.
water.
We didn't ask.
It's about
Hmm.
right.
Could have been
Seems a little bit
crucial
like
medicine.
Seems a little bit like a screwball to me.
So just food for
Locking up
thought
tea like that.
for those of you that were in there. You definitely, just so you remember, Miller was definitely very irritated when he learned what was in the box. So
Yeah.
Hmm. She could be interesting to work with, considering she values tea that highly. I'll look back at
It's a
Axel.
job for sure.
I'll look back at Axel and kind of shrug. What do you think?
To not even let her servant know that something so unimportant was in the box seems kind of eccentric.
I'll look at Axel and I'll just say, "There's surely will be no lack of adventure."
Well, I'd be interested to see what she has to say then.
She did also mention that if there were 2 other party members that didn't come inside that were locals to the town, that those 2 would need to put us up for the night
Oh, don't
Right.
kid. She wasn't that specific.
and have a place to stay. Boss's orders.
I'm gonna raise
did
my
you-
eyebrow at KB.
Who would
Ah.
be
We-
wise to sign the contract? Think all of us should be on it.
So you're saying that she said that I was to put
She-
you up for the
she,
night?
She wasn't that specific. KP is overstating it.
I mean, you could read between the lines that that's what she meant. So obviously, you've been in
I-
town longer than us. You know the best places we should.
Yeah, I'd be happy to show you where to stay, but I don't know where you come off thinking I'm going to pay for you to stay there.
We should stay and get some rest. Maybe you even have them for free.
Getting things
what
for
about-
free requires favors.
What about the place we got drinks earlier? You could just head back there. It's not too far, I don't think. You know the area, KB?
You'll probably wake up with an infection if you stay there.
Can't be any worse than the places we've slept. Back in Dala.
I have not
Kind of-
been there.
Well,
Well,
Yeah,
alright.
well,
if that's not
the
suitable,
back streets can be
we're-
rough there.
we're open to suggestions.
Well, it is quite a bit cheaper, and considering you're looking to get a free room, you probably don't have much say. Come on, then. I'm just gonna turn around and start walking back towards the tavern we originally came from.
Is it the Stragglers Inn? Is that what it was called?
Stragglers in.
Yeah, I needed to note that. I'm like, what was it called again?
Stragglers and
Yep.
kind of a
You guys
back
need
in
to
the
use
hole wall.
The World Anvil, that's how I figured it out. I think I'm the only one who made a character.
Oh, I wanted to. No, I'm in there. I wanted to ask, like, how do you make these notes that we can see for everybody?
Yeah, I haven't really done much with it yet.
I haven't either. I made it earlier today, and then work forced me to work. How dare they? So I don't know. I still have a lot to do with it, but I'll play around with it probably some more tomorrow.
Stragglers Inn. I see it on there.
We'll get it done up.
Okay.
I also have to make. I think I have to figure out how to allow like everyone to like add or update the notes. I don't know if you guys can do it already or if I need to look at the permissions. I didn't have time today.
Oh yeah, good point. Well, anyway, I'm on there.
The Stragglers Inn, very cheap, basic inn. It's in the Agate Halls, the lowest portion of the city. Kind of the slums, per se.
The commoners' quarter.
Yeah.
Lowest part of the city. A lot of wheelings and dealings there. Yep. So, you make your way back to... it's like a 20-minute walk, roughly. You make your way back to the Stragglers Inn. You walk in, see the giant, kind of troll, ogre-ish type creature. It looks like he's cooking in the back, and a large, brutish-looking man, possibly orc, half-orc, sitting behind the main counter. Seems to be scrubbing a cup.
The ogre is the one that I gave the big like 2 gold tip to earlier, right?
Correct.
I'll kind of go to the bar and just wave to him. Let's see if I can get him to come over to me.
He seems to be like face down doing something.
And I want to go to like a side of the bar where like when we go in, I want to go as far away from the others as possible, and kind of try to get this ogre's attention. Be like, sir.
Trying to get in his eyesight.
Lumbers over.
Like standing on the bar stool.
Like lumbers over and then like leans over this like the bar, kind of like where he's like over you, like doesn't mean to be, but he's like over you. Could I help you?
Yes. We were in here earlier. I don't know if you remember. Had a few drinks over at the table over there.
A lot of people have drinks in here.
Oh no.
No problem. Looking to get a room for the night. If that's okay.
We have rooms.
How many rooms do you have?
3.
I'll put down another 2 pieces of gold. And
Oh.
I'll say how much is a room for the night?
1 silver.
Okay, and I'll slide my 2 pieces of gold to him, and I'll say we'll take 1 room. And I'll point to the other 4 people. There's 5 of us total, but I just want 1 room. It's okay if it's a little crowded, but if any of my party asks here, could you tell them that you only had 1 room available?
But we have 3.
I know.
Do we hear that?
I'll take these 2 gold, and I'll rent all 3 rooms. But I only want a key for 1 of them.
No, we don't hear this, right? Because he made sure he was out of earshot.
But
all the rest of you guys, all you guys see is this ogre like counting finger. That's all you see.
But my friend, maybe I could make it easier.
Okay.
I'd like to rent all 3 rooms that you have.
Okay. All 3. Yeah.
So if any of them ask, you say there are no rooms
3
available.
rooms. No rooms.
I got them all. There are no more.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Okay. And he
I
reaches
knew
under
you'd
the table and puts all 3 of the keys on the table in front of you.
I want to like grab them as fast as I can and put them in my like in a waistcoat breast pocket.
Make a sleight of hand.
This dummy.
Oh my god.
He's a nice guy, but
24.
damn, that's pretty fucking good.
I think it would have been easier to just lead with "I want all 3 rooms" and then just hide the other
Yes.
keys.
He doesn't even set the keys down on the table, and before he gets the keys out, and like as he brings them across, it's just like 1 movement, and you do the thing where you like hold a portion of your like jacket and like over the hand, and like the keys are just gone. And you're like, okay, yep, yep, thank you.
I knew he was not gonna have the insight to try to hide the keys. So just real quick.
No. Yep, it was just like the moment they came out from behind the bar, you were just gone. Oh, okay.
And
2 2 gold, lots of nights, 3 rooms. Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Yes.
You got it. Hey, you're doing a great job here. I appreciate the help.
Thank you. Thank you. I try.
I'll come back to the group and I'll say, hey, they only had 1 room, so it might be a little tight. We'll have to share, but we'll make it work.
Are you fucking serious?
Hey, it's a popular place, I guess. What are you gonna do?
Odd. They typically don't fill up, especially on an odd night such as this. I wonder what's going on in town that would cause them to be full.
You know, the ogre I talked to didn't seem to really have his ear that close to the ground, so I tried to get some more information out of him, but
That makes sense. He's not got much between the ears.
yeah, I'm sure he's great at serving beers.
He
Well-
just changed the rooms available sign from 3 to 0. What would you assume?
You standing on the pool.
It's like the old baseball scoreboard. You gotta
Yeah.
turn
He's
the
taking
number.
them down, putting them up. And you just pay me. He's just like,
No, it's
Yeah.
like, as you walk in the door, it's like, I swear that I saw there was 3 vacancies when we came in here.
We're like,
Hands
yeah,
up on the
there was a
barstool.
lot of confusion.
all 3 rooms are gone. No more.
Like I said, he's not the I'm sure he's a great guy, not the brightest, but we did get a room, which is the next person that comes in won't have one, so it's better than the streets.
I wonder how these accommodations are going to work out, considering their rooms are quite small.
Well,
Small, like medium-ish to small. They're not like super tiny, but they're not very furnished. So, yeah. But you do have your room. It's probably about 8 o'clock at night or so.
should we head up?
Well, I think we should get some rest. Get there early tomorrow and make a good first impression.
Agreed.
Very well.
I assume there's like a second floor that is the rooms. If so, I don't know why. I guess that's like usually the way that
Yeah, it's
These,
like
this
the
era
bar and
has
restaurant
power.
is the
Yeah.
base floor,
Um,
and then the rooms are upstairs.
But I'll
Actually, all the rooms are in the basement.
go.
Aw.
It's a singular floor. You walk in and it pretty much opens right up into the bar. In the back side of it, there's 2 large doors that basically above it says sleep, and then it's just an arrow that points down, and you walk through, and it's kind of it's down like one set of stairs, and then you kind of take a sharp left, and then down another set, and then there's just like you go down, and it's almost dorm style, where it's like room and then like a couple feet in another room, and then it's like the same on the other side, and they kind of like crisscross the whole way down.
Well, been a long day for me. I'm gonna turn in. I'll find. I'll just grab one of the keys, and maybe it's got a number or something on it, and find whichever room it is.
They're not numbered. Nothing on the door, so you just start going door to door. Yep,
Yeah.
yeah,
Nope.
yeah, about 3 or 4 doors down. One person does answer the door. Can I help you?
Apparently not. Wrong room.
Okay.
I'll just keep
Just
going.
slams the door behind him. You just hear him mumbling on the other side of the door.
So
About
you
4
might-
doors down on the right-hand side, you do eventually find the key to your door.
Or
I
rather,
will.
the door to the key.
Door to the key.
The
Alright.
door to the key. The key to the door.
I'll go in and just start making like a pallet on the floor to sleep in with a bedroll or whatever. I assume there's a bed in there, but somebody else can use
There's-
the bed.
One small twin bed up against the far right-hand side of the corner, with a dresser to the left of it and like a kind of like a wash basins type bowl. And a couple of pictures. You're not really sure what the fuck the pictures are though. It kind of looks like possibly the ogre drew them and decided to decorate each one of the rooms. So you're looking at it, and it just looks like a blotch of colors. You think it looks like trees, but you're not 100%.
Sounds like modern day abstract art. Probably
Correct.
worth like fucking $15,000 to someone.
Yeah.
Take that shit and run and
Right.
sell.
I wonder if they have an
Modern day
NFT of this.
Picasso.
It could definitely be a text right off.
This is amazing. Do you see the abstract art of this? That's definitely trees and his emotions.
I call
But
the
as you walk
painting
in-
celebration. It's violent and sexual.
Yeah.
It's literally just a blue square on a white canvas.
It's violent and sexual. Yes, yes.
And
Oh,
it was a gift, Todd, and I'm keeping it.
I'm keeping it. He's grin on his face. I'm keeping it.
Jesus. Whew. All right, we're getting started. There's a small kind of closet to the left. You open it up, and it looks like it could fit like a couple pieces of clothing. It's kind of odd. You walk in, and it's like a little closet, kind of with these like almost like pieces of wood that are thatched together to make like the rungs, and then like it closes, and it's very rickety. But
Would it be big enough for me to sleep in?
yes.
Okay.
In the
How
closet.
wide and long is this room?
I would say probably. I'm looking at like my room right now. I would say probably
10 by 10. 12 by 12. 10 by 12.
like 10 by 8.
Oh,
By
it's
six.
fucking
So it's-
tiny.
It's well within. It's well within this size. So I'm gonna
This is like a
I'll
like a
just-
hostel room.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna ritual cast alarm
Okay,
as we're getting
it's
ready for bed
Okay.
around the room.
Yeah, it's not huge. It's like smallish to medium kind of. It's like right on that thresh point of like kind of lower medium. But like you definitely are like, oh, this is not a big ass room.
Are there what's the bed situation like?
One
just
twin
one
bed,
twin bed.
far right corner.
One twin bed.
Mm.
You know, KB didn't even like bother to check the rooms to see if one of them had
Uh-oh.
like, you know, what if one of the happened to, he used the key for the room that was the twin, and the other ones were like maybe one was a suite.
One has like a California king in it.
Yeah, California king and a pull-out couch, and it's got like a
Yeah.
cot in the corner.
Yeah,
At
you
least
never
it's
know.
dry.
I'm gonna wait for him to come back, because I want him
as
to.
you
I
got-
want him to know.
You got
The mistake he's
No
made.
pain.
But as you guys are kind of like looking at the room, just like damn it. You do notice Sophia, kind of like not on her hands and knees, but she's kind of like crouched and she's doing something around the room right now.
Who is?
Sophia,
Yeah, right?
you're
Oh,
doing
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Casting
As I'm
alarm.
setting up the alarm. Yeah.
Yeah.
KB, we were just pointing out the fact that, we got this itty bitty little room, and, you didn't bother to come down here to see if maybe one of these keys that you got was to a room that was a suite with like a California king and a pull out couch and a cot. We just happened to get the twin room.
That's perfect
Night,
for me.
buddy. Night, buddy.
He's like, I ain't going to bed. I'm wired. I'm ready.
I feel his pain so much because this is literally me every night. Mason comes around. My little boy comes in every night. And he'll stand here and listen and like watch the screen. And I'm like, it's time to go to bed.
He
And he's
scared
like,
the
what
shit
are
out
you
of me.
doing here?
He threw the door open like so hard to the office that and it just slammed against the wall. I was like, what is that?
Surprise!
You're like,
Yeah.
is the Goliath walking into my room?
I very much thought of that like the video clip meme of the Tiger King now, where he's like, guess what, motherfuckers?
Oh, God. Oh,
I don't
Bedtime's
know.
2 hours ago. Guess what, motherfuckers?
Every time I see my little boy, I think of the meme or the TikTok where that little kid puts on the oven mitts, and like everybody's like, "Where's my energy drink?" or "Where's my pre-workout?" And the kid's like, "Oh yeah!" and then he runs into the glass door.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's-
yeah!
Yes.
That's my little boy,
Yep.
my little spastastic little boy. Yeah, he's definitely karma come full swing for me. stream. Yeah, my little boy is a spaz, so love him, but he's a spaz.
Well, he takes after his daddy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It took me a long time to grow out of that. But
The shit
as
apple
you-
doesn't fall far from the shit tree, Randy.
yes, but we're attractive, so I have that going for me. Anyways,
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Okay, so Sophia's doing alarm.
yeah, you see her going around the room, and she's kind of making like a mental note. You don't see her actually talking or doing anything, but you do notice her setting up something around the room.
While she's doing that, I want to open the closet.
It's
And
big. It's big
yeah.
for you.
Roaming. I'll take off. I have a long, not a trench coat, but like an overcoat that I wear. I'll take that off and kind of put it at the top, and then my vest is like leather and is my armor, so I will leave that on. But in one of the pockets, I'll pull out. Can I try to hide what I'm doing? I guess
You want
sleight
to?
of hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to try to hide if I can.
So what are you
Let's
trying
do
to
that.
do again?
I just want to take my bedroll and put it out at the bottom of the closet.
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
just get ready to sleep there.
Yeah.
And then I want to do one other thing. I rolled a 21 on sleight of hand, but I don't necessarily want the other people in the group to see what I'm doing for the other thing. So if anyone wants to watch, I guess you could roll against the 21 and see if you see anything else.
No, I'm
begins to-
calling dibs on the bed.
Yeah, he begins to pee in the
Oh,
floor.
there was a thing that was about to happen, so you're gonna have to wait. I mean, I might be like curious, like, you know, why is he in the closet? What is he doing?
Yeah, he's got
and-
his back. He's got his back to you, and he's doing something. So if you want to see what he's doing, roll a perception check. See if you can see.
Nope,
No.
I don't see shit.
Nope. He got his back turned, and every time you think you see his hands or something doing, he kind of like shifts his body and like does something else. Just constantly is like moving, and just you're not able to actually get a good view of what he's.
But
you know.
it's so believable anyway that I would probably just think, oh, he's patting his bed down or something.
Regular things. There's regular stuff going on here.
Regular things.
Yep.
Totally
Regular
not.
goblin things.
Totally not choking the chicken.
Oh God.
You can't see his hands. You don't know.
Can see his hands.
I'd prop up my backpack right against the bed, but on the ground, up against the wall near the bed, and lie down using the backpack as a pillow.
Oh, precious one. You should take the bed.
Oh, Patience has it.
Well,
She looks
I
tough
mean,
enough to sleep on the floor with the rest of us.
I've been sleeping on the floor my whole life.
By the way, I don't think we've been properly introduced, Patience.
Who's that?
Well, you introduced yourself as Hellcat, and Sophie is calling you Patience. So, I was just saying, I was just pointing out that we hadn't been properly introduced because I just learned your name.
Gotcha, bitch.
Fucking told her?
Well, she just said she's like, "Oh, Patience has the bed."
Can they read our mind? And you're concerned she knows your name?
I didn't
I
know
think
your,
it's
I
fine.
didn't
Shay.
know your name. Not that it matters that I do.
Ah, yes. The shit
Should we-
come forth.
Fine.
Should
yeah.
we discuss that?
Perhaps we should if we don't all know each other's names. That doesn't make for a good working relationship, does it?
It doesn't. And on the subject, if we are going to work together, I feel like we should have ground rules about, boundaries.
Oh.
Oh,
Fair?
So you don't want me to know anything about you?
Oh no, you can know lots about me.
Well,
I-
without
I
knowing
think-
myself.
I think that a person's a partner in business should not fear their mind being probed without permission.
I've never probed any of your minds. You'd know. But
Understood, but the potential to do so is there, which is why I brought it up. I hope you don't take offense. It's not an accusation. I just think we should all be on the same page about, you know, reading each other's thoughts.
oh, great. Well, while we're on that subject, then, to be honest, Patience, what are you exactly hiding from, since you appear to be running from somebody knowing who you are? So if we're going to be honest, and you don't want me
What a
to read your
bold thing
mind...
to do. To say, I didn't read anyone's mind, and then
Well,
to
no,
break up
this
the
is
thing
what
that you read in their mind.
this is what she's doing. Well, so we're setting the record straight. So you don't want me to be sneaking around in your thoughts, then I won't any longer. So I'll just go ahead and lay bare what I do know, and we can set the record straight and maybe start off on a clean slate, trusting each other. So yes, Patience, since we're going to be working together, it might be important for us to know if, you know, you're a fugitive of some kind.
Go on.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Sophia, like, kind of helpless.
Anything for us to worry about?
We might have left the law in a hurry.
I've
All
left
right.
many
You know what?
places in a hurry, honey. I'm not. You have nothing to worry about
all
for
right,
me.
look.
No,
So,
it's fine.
yeah, like she said, we're from
It's
Dala.
another life. It's another life now. We're
I
making a
haven't-
note here. And that's that, I think.
I haven't seen any posters here, but let's just say I crossed somebody that I probably shouldn't have. And he's not happy about it.
Well, you and I are in the same boat then. I too
Yeah, I
am
was-
worried about being found by a particular individual that I may have conned out of some very, very important things and may have laid bare some very, very, very dark and revealing secrets that may have put them in a tough bind.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. We didn't
What
con
is this
anyone.
word? Con.
Well, let's just say he deserved it because he wanted my services at no cost and then threatened me.
He meant to steal from you.
Basically,
To
he
steal your
wanted-
labor.
Exactly. So, I used that against him. And his, the future that he wished to have likely won't happen because of me. So, I'm trying to keep a low profile. Which is why
You
I
and
didn't
me
want to
both.
go in with...
It sounds
Yeah,
like you
noble.
set things as they should be.
That's exactly how I feel, but, you know, of course that's not how he feels. So, and being that the circumstances are a little bit testy, I was worried about going in and seeing a noble who might have heard something. But if this individual you met with earlier doesn't seem to be of concern, then I have nothing to worry about.
Well, that's
Well-
partly why I like this job. I think she has a reason to keep us a little more hidden. Strangers to town would
Yeah.
be valuable to her. Other houses won't know where our loyalties lie.
Sort of a shadow team.
A little bit.
Well, now we set something straight. Is there anything else any of you would like to set straight? Or are we
I
clear?
don't mean to speak for the group. I met all of you today. I was just suggesting some boundaries. I thought it was a good idea to have a boundary that your mind is your own. Certainly, if anyone disagrees, you could speak up. I won't be offended.
I don't mind if you don't want me reading your thoughts. I know I probably wouldn't want somebody messing about in my mind either.
Then, no other issues for me, except for one technicality. When we go in the morning, she did mention that we all have to go in. Based on what you just said, it sounds like you'll be okay with that, but I just want to be clear on it.
I don't think that the person that Patience and I are scared of would have any dealings with someone such as Aria.
I don't either.
But I do want to make sure, Nova, are you okay putting your name out there? You certainly were fine telling us. I assume that's your name.
It is. It is my name. And again, being that she seems like she's not something to worry about, I would be okay with that. If things go awry, we just skip town.
Start over again.
All right.
Be on the road again. Yeah.
Maybe not entirely start over. We might be running town together this time.
Safety in numbers. Power in numbers. All right.
Axel, do you have any input? What are you thinking?
He was sat down while Nova was giving her whole spiel at her beck. He gets up and he says, "Yeah, I can set a few things straight. My name's Axel, as you all know, because I don't use fake names. Because, let's get the main thing here clear. I don't fear any of you. Not you," he points at KB. "Not you," he points at Sophia. "And not you neither, Blueberry. I am the one to be feared."
At this, Patience stands up. Listen here, you overgrown furball. You keep calling me that, and I'm gonna spit you up. And I'm gonna chew you up, and I'm gonna spit you out. You got that?
"I'm sorry. I'm at the grown-ups table, and the grown-ups are talking, so sit down." Like I was saying,
I swear, you just keep pushing all the right buttons.
I don't fear any of you, because I'm stronger, I'm faster, and I'm more battle-hardened. So, the one boundary I want to set is no one lays a hand on me, and especially not on my packmate. Because if you do, I'll show you a little bit about Knoll culture. First, I'll flay your skin from your bones. Then,
I don't think there's any argument here. We probably don't need the full detail of it.
I'm not done,
We're
short
all-
stack.
I think we're all in agreement.
Yes, you look very
Sure, there's
intimidating.
flailing and the biting and the ripping and the tearing. We understand.
Then, I'll tape your femurs together to make a nice new shaft for a new trident, because Skelly needs some new friends, as he jabs a thumb back to the trident behind him. Your
I'd like to
ribcage will...
fucking see you try.
Your ribs sharpened will make perfect spear points, I promise. I've done it before.
Are you running from something too, Axel? Were you involved in this thing Nova did?
I don't run from anything. Things run from me.
Your packmate's running.
He wasn't a part of that.
I see.
And finally, I'll separate your skulls from your vertebrae, because Chuckle could use a new brother or sister. And that'll be the end of that. And he sits back down.
Patience is still standing there, fists balled.
I'll have like a big grin on my face. Well, since we're all in agreement then, maybe we should get some rest.
Agreed. But when I
Sophia,
wake
you
up,
can have the bed.
I better goddamn have both my femurs.
All
Patience
right.
turns to the door and just, without looking back, you can have the bed, Sophia. I'll be back. And walks out.
Immediately sets off my alarm.
Does it?
Oh wait, no, I can set creatures. I would have been fine with. I would have not had patience included.
You would
Okay.
have
Everyone
Oh.
else is included.
turned it off, not set it off. Yeah.
Yes,
Or turned it off for her. Yeah.
I'll climb into the bed.
I'll
All
set
while
up
they're-
my bedroll on the wall opposite of the bed.
Anybody else?
I've never slept before. I'm like trying to read. Do I need 8 hours of sleep? What do I need?
Yeah.
I've
well,
never
I think it's,
slept
I think it's
before.
only the elves that get the trance. Well, and then Warforged have that thing where they're like just inactive for 6 hours.
Oh yeah. I thought that there's another one, but
Maybe there is. Maybe it's
I
a
don't-
newer
I don't
one.
think there, or maybe there's an ability somewhere later. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't
Oh.
know.
Well, the rest of you guys kind of bed down, get comfy, figure out your spots for sleep. Are you doing anything, Patience, or are you just kind of out for a little walk?
Yeah, going for a little walk. Like, she knows that it wouldn't be smart to start a fight in the middle of this tiny room.
Yep.
And, she just, no. The anger's, her dander's up. She needs to get out and go somewhere.
Okay.
Probably
So while the rest,
try to find some place kind of secluded.
there's plenty of those alleyways, open areas where there's like fountains slash like the kind of where the all the merchant stuff is being sold. One of the main like areas.
Is
is
there kind of
empty.
like a little park or something?
Yeah, I mean that's where all the like the merchants park, like
Mhm.
their carts and whatnot. But obviously it's empty right now.
Perfect.
So while you kind of find your way there, you find a spot, punch a couple things, cool down as much as you possibly can in the meantime.
Yeah, I'm practicing my forms and then get into a little bit of like Tai
shadow boxing.
Chi,
Yeah.
because Patience was never good at like sitting still meditating. So the movement of like this sort of Tai Chi like form
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
gives her that centering, but yeah. Oh, that is not at all what I wanted to roll. Wisdom
Okay.
saving.
You actually do manage to find like peace. Like you manage to actually sit down and turn your mind off for a while. Usually it does come on really hard, and usually you can't get your mind to shut off.
Just-
But for some reason, there's something calming about where you're at, and kind of the open sky, the stars above, and it just kind of being late at night at this point. You manage to sit down and actually like tune out for a
Mhm.
while.
All right.
The lights out in the room, or are they on?
They are, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, yes, you guys would have dimmed and or put out the lights in the room.
Well, it's very unfortunate. Because for the first hour of, like, laying in the dark, it's going to be getting used to, like, a night light.
Oh, do you glow?
Yeah.
It's not like a hard, heavy glow. It's kind of like
No,
a,
I'm doing because it's going to be right before sleep. So
Yeah.
it's for the first hour. It's going to be like a glow. There's going to be a very ambient glow.
kind of a soft glow through the room. On the portions of her that stick out, so, face, head,
Mhm.
hands a little bit.
And then I'm
About-
just going to anybody that's still awake, I'm just going to say, good night, sleep tight, don't let the dreaming dark find you.
I didn't know we were sleeping under the stars.
You'll get used to it.
Closes the door to the closet.
That's one way to get used to it.
As KB shuts the door, and like right as you guys are kind of saying all of this, Patience, you do walk back in and you kind of find a spot like next
Yep.
to the bed, kind of off to the side. You just slump down really quick, turn your back to the group, and kind of pass out.
Mhm.
And
So-
I'm gonna link with Axel right before I go to sleep, and just say, I think we can trust these few, at least a little bit, to let our guard down. But until we know for sure what they're all hiding, just keep your guard up a little bit.
I always do.
Night night.
Oh,
Hey, we got a raid.
Hey,
well,
Mestre, thanks for the raid, buddy. Welcome in.
welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome one, welcome all.
But as you guys bed down and you guys calm your minds, you guys have a long rest, and please pillage him over and over, horribly. But as you
Mestre
bed
and
down.
Utopia, thanks for the follow.
thank you guys. Holy cow,
Or Mestre, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong.
Meister,
Mestre?
Mestre?
Mestre? Mestre?
ERE.
Master,
I'm
Bagel.
totally butchering it.
It's got to be Bagel. Bagel. No, I'm doing it wrong.
Bagel or bagel?
Anyways, you guys get a long rest, and as you get the long rest, the morning comes and the room is cramped. Those of you that are sleeping some corners of the room, you do hear kind of the soft snore / chuckle of Axel, which is really off-putting, and you kind of listen to it all night. It's kind of like a, and you're like, what the fuck? And then the ever so glowing Nova in the corner, kind of keeping to herself.
After the
So-
first hour, it'll die down to almost or barely even noticeable. It's just like that first hour I was doing the full-on glow.
Yes. Okay. So, the day is yours. What would you like to do? It's about 8:30 at this point. Kind of slept in just a little bit.
Seeing that we slept in a tad bit, I'd be trying to get ready quick. Head over.
I gotta change the music. It's not daytime anymore.
That music was perfect for where I was. In the garden.
Yeah, I think get up and pack up our things and probably head out as quick as we can.
I want to be late for our meeting.
Not even time for breakfast?
I might grab some bread on the way out.
Gotta start the day with something to eat. I'm gonna stretch really big and then put my bedroll away.
I think I think KB is like one of these really annoying, like morning people that just wakes up right in, like they wake up in the morning and they're at a 9 out of 10 already. Like they're ready to go, get up,
I hate
bounce out
those
of
people.
bed, start roll. Yeah, same. Like
Nobody
start rolling the
likes those
sleeping
people.
bags. Doesn't try to be quiet as they do it, right? Like if they wake the other people up, they just think like, oh, it's time to get up anyway. It's fine. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what KB does in the morning.
So as you guys wake up, the door to the closet just bursts open, and you just
So
hear
hard.
like humming, like morning humming, like and he's like, you just notice KB like rolling his roll and just like talking to himself very loudly.
Mm,
Gonna get some
Morning,
work today, work today, work today.
Oh no.
Today's
Yep.
the day we change the world, people.
With the sound of the door slam, like Patience will whirl around from whatever she's doing with like a ready stance.
Well, the
And then
door
seeing it's
slam
just KB.
is like a foot from your back.
Exactly.
Because that's how close the room is. Like you're like right up to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll like turn and pat you on the back and be like, glad to see you're ready to go too.
You guys get ready and have breakfast if you want. I'll meet you guys
Yeah.
right outside.
All right.
I'm gonna get up
Yeah.
after putting my bedroll away. Well, Axel, are you hungry? Should we get something to eat?
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm gonna head out the door.
So you guys make your way back out into the hallway and up the kind of basement living quarter area type deal. It's very the word I'm looking for. It smells like feet as you enter the hallway.
Oh.
It's just very like, a
It
lot of
is a
people have been
hostel.
down. Yeah, it's just very like you walk out and it's like, oh, a lot of people sleep down here, probably not cleansed or cleaned themselves very well. Very, very pungent.
It's a basement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and then some.
Heck.
You make your way back up into the main quarters, and you do notice, there's like 3 or 4 people kind of sitting at random tables strewn throughout the area. Some eating, some drinking, some they just look like they hate life.
We didn't
The
have a
market's right
specified
outside, right?
time.
Ginge?
The what?
The market where we saw KB, that's just right outside the inn, right?
Yes.
Well, I'll turn to our patients and just say, I'm gonna go check out the market. Do you want to come? While they're having breakfast?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna, instead of grabbing a table, I'm gonna actually go to the bar just to directly speak with the ogre if he's the one that's there right now.
Well, there's 2 of them. So there is the ogre who looks like he's cleaning, putting things away, stacking things, maybe cooking a little bit, and then there is like a maybe like half orc type individual that's kind of off to the side that looks like he's reading some kind of book.
Can I easily get the ogre's attention?
Right.
Pardon me. Excuse me. I'm gonna mind link with. Wait, what's his intelligence? No, like. Nah, he has like. He
I mean,
knows
yeah,
language. He can speak, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mind link with him, and I'm just gonna say, "You have customers." And I'm just gonna be staring at him and waiting for him to turn and look.
He sticks his finger like in his ear, like way in, and is like digging around, like.
Oh.
Very Shrek, pulls out a candle.
Oh my god. I was just thinking that.
Ew.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
Oof. Oh. Hi. Welcome to the inn. How can I help you?
Once she has his attention, I'll be behind her since she's not looking at me, and I'll be like, no rooms, There were no rooms. I don't know what he's saying, so I'm gonna take a chance and just shake. Yeah.
Ooh.
Pardon
He reaches
me.
under the desk and starts pulling something up.
I'm hoping he doesn't pull out a weapon.
He's just staring at Nova attentively. You see the bottom of a handle of something that looks. You're not sure what.
No.
My hand's gonna like go to my weapon.
No. Just breakfast.
I'm gonna be like, as I'm looking into his eyes as he's pulling an unknown object out.
Blatant, super blatant. He is staring beyond you at something, and like just like.
No, but I'm reading. I'm gonna surface read his thoughts. What's like he's primarily like this? What he's primarily thinking or feeling right now?
This is confusing. Smash, blue lady? Not smash.
I'm gonna glare at him.
This hurts. Head.
I'm gonna glare at him. How about you don't smash me? I'm just trying to order breakfast.
Okay, I'm confused. You hungry?
Yes. Can I just place an
Okay.
order for food with you without
Order.
being attacked? Is that possible? Do you think you can manage
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I don't know why I hitched my horse to this wagon.
Can I just get a plate of your basic
we have.
breakfast?
Yeah. 1 copper.
Perfect. And I'm gonna give him a silver piece, and then whatever he's having. And I'm gonna look at Axel. Get whatever you'd like.
I'll take 2 of the same.
Oh, I was just
Okay.
gonna order you a huge hawk of a ham or something.
Right back. He comes back like 20 seconds later, puts down 2 breakfast beers, like the glasses not cleaned very well, and sloshy yellow liquid, and then 2 bowls of something.
I'm gonna kind of make a face at it. Huh. Maybe
Soup.
this wasn't a good idea. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. This looks wonderful. And I'm gonna
You're
I'm gonna
welcome.
grab the bowl, or grab both of them, and I'm gonna turn and hand the other bowl to Axel and make a face at him like we're definitely not eating this. And then I'm gonna walk away.
As you say that, like something bobs to the surface of the soup, kind of like. Boop.
As you come back, like towards the table or wherever we're at, I'll just walk by you and be like, "Oh, they got slop today."
Did you want some? I'm gonna hand him my
Oh.
bowl.
Sure, yeah.
You can have it. I lost my appetite.
Oh. And to think yesterday I considered I shouldn't trust you. Imagine.
Oh,
And
well, you know.
KB will like in a very like animalistic fashion just eat / drink the soup like as quickly as possible. Just put his head in, get it all, whatever's in there, everything. It's like a huge mess. And just puts the bowl down, wipes his face like very politely after just having like no manners of
Going
doing
off.
this. Yeah,
How very goblinoid of you.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Nova, thank
just-
you for buying breakfast.
My pleasure. Perhaps I'll find something in passing at the market.
All right.
Patience and Sophia. As you guys walk outside, there's like 4 stalls open at this time, and you do see a couple more kind of pulling in. You see them like setting up, and they're taking off the things and like putting their like the gosh dang it, like the overhangs over, you know, like the little drapes that hang out, and they're like pulling little drawers out and making the tables to sell wares.
Is anybody out there selling food?
So, I'm just gonna get to this. So as you walk out, the first person you meet walks up to you in a long black trench coat, really kind of like a big top hat, almost like pulled down over the eyes, and he turns towards you, grabs the trench coat on either side, and whips it open. Welcome. Welcome to Darcel's Pastries. What would you like? And like waves his hand and like a trench coat full of pastries. On both sides.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Yes, welcome, welcome. I have pastries of all kinds and manners. Would you like this one? Try this one. It's streusel. Do you know what a streusel is? Of course you don't. It's magic.
Does it look like he made these himself to like actually like? Does this seem like a genuine business?
They look handmade.
Yeah. How much for? And I'll point out one that's like probably pretty plain, like just a plain croissant.
There's no plain croissants. Everything is very extravagant. There's a croissant that has almost like cinnamon swirls, and then on the cinnamon swirls you see like pieces of like orange kind of like made into a flower on one end.
And that's just like well preserved inside this trench coat.
Yeah. You're not sure. This, I call this one the twist. Yes,
Body
yes.
oils are
Extravagant.
preserving it.
Extravagant
I'll-
twist.
I'll try
Would
the
you like to try
cinnamon
it?
one. I'll try that
Oh,
one.
yes. And he whips it out and like does this like, yes, yes. And like places it in front of you. That's 1 silver. Trust me, it's the best one you've ever had.
This looks wonderful. How does it smell?
It smells pretty fucking good.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll pay up. I'll pay up.
Okay, okay. Ah, thank you. Excellent. Delicious. He like slips into a pocket.
Which one do you want? It's on me.
I'll just like ask him.
There's like he does like this extravagant wave again, and there's like this one that's almost like it's like an elongated, almost like a long john, and on the long john you see like these like swirls and like designs, almost like Greek pottery, like where it has like the like events of things happening, like it's like people fighting and shit like that, and then you see like a little like poof on the end of it, like a almost like a cream filling that comes out. There's another one that is a almost looks like a bear claw, but you see like actual pieces of apple kind of like placed on top of it. And then on the other side you see a another long john, but it's got like a chocolate icing to it, and then inside of the chocolate ice cream like a swirl, almost like caramel or something like that. Yes, what would you like? Please choose, please choose. All are delicious. All are fantastic. Welcome.
That there bear claw with the apples looks pretty good.
This one is the apple delight. And he like shows it into your face. Yes, 1 silver.
All
I
right.
paid for it. I pay another silver.
Amazing, amazing. Please do try. Tell Darcel. Tell him if you like it.
I'll take a bite.
It is fucking amazing. Best thing you've ever
Yeah.
had.
No, you did.
Apples incredibly fresh. The inside almost has like a like the like Quick Trip or like gas station, like the apple pies.
Yeah.
Has like apples and like that jelly like mixture to it, and it's very sweet. And you bite into it, it actually has like powdered sugar somehow in the inside that's mixed in that little jelly. It's fucking amazing.
Ooh, this is so bad for my diet, but it's so good.
But bad is good. Good is bad. Bad is good.
I'm gonna try and like walk us away from this guy.
He just like quickly, the moment you do that, he like flips the trench coat shut and like walks off.
Why is he being so shady about it? Sell your
Thanks,
damn
guys.
pastries.
How are you
Just
feeling,
gone.
Kristen?
You
seemed
just
a
like you
little-
look back and he's just disappeared.
I apologize for the last night. I realized I hadn't really been asking what you wanted to do. I was so excited to meet people. And
No. I'm all right.
it's the two of
Yeah.
us, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want that to change, but we need help. Do you trust them?
Well, I mean, Nova. I mean, I guess. Yeah, but no at the same time, and well, I don't know. KB, he seems all right. A little
I want what
quirky,
KB
but
wants. Yeah. I liked what he was saying yesterday.
but Fleabag.
Axel is.
That
He does what
motherfucker.
Nova wants. He acts tough. He's in Nova's shadow. He wants to make himself look stronger to make up for it. Don't let it get into your head. You're a way better fighter than that furball.
Yeah, no.
Ooh.
One punch would all his hairs would fall off. He'd be a fearless ball.
Darby, I wonder if Trenchcoat Guy with pastries has a health inspection certification or certificate. Oh
don't
my
know
god.
Yeah,
that.
that was.
You don't know. Maybe he's super legit. You don't know. You didn't ask any questions of Darsel. Darsel was just a man on a fucking pastry mission. And
Yeah.
you're downing on him. The man's
Yeah.
pastries were on point.
They
Sorry
are.
to interrupt and pull away from that.
I'm
I just
actually
had to read
gonna-
that.
After I eat that, I'm purposely gonna leave like a lot of it left to just show off how extravagant this pastry is and make the rest of the party jealous of our pastry.
Oh no.
I have been
Oh,
forgetting to take notes.
Not
but
a
I'm
not a
like,
chance for patience. Is that's going down the hatch.
Oh yeah.
What,
very-
KB? What about no?
I say I've been forgetting to take notes, but I'm definitely gonna make note of that person's name.
Darsel, I already put it down.
Yeah.
Darsel the parcel. The pastry
my-
maker.
Half my notes are just devoted to a list of these pastries that Jen's described.
Yeah. The mysterious pastry man. May you ever find him again. You never know.
And then yeah, I think we'll just kind of be eating our stuff, waiting for the others to come out.
Yeah, the other things are like weird trinkets. One person's selling like rocks, like the quartz rocks. They're passing them off like diamonds and treasures. And for those of you that know, you're kind of like, no. You're kind of looking at it, and it looks really weird, and they're like, "Oh yes, it makes great talismans to ward off evil." And you're like, "All right, that's really stupid, but okay, have a good day." There's another one that's there seems to be a lot of like really crappy like burlap sacks, like clothing type stuff. You look at it, and it's just very mediocre. So, what are the rest of you doing?
I'll actually be waiting for Axel just because I didn't eat my breakfast, but maybe he wanted to eat his. So I'm just gonna hang tight with him.
I'll give this weird soup a cursory like stir and then like try a little spoonful of it.
Well, a Constitution saving throw? No, I'm just kidding.
Here we go.
Kind of
It's-
surprised we didn't have to make any rolls.
It's interesting. You've had worse.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely worse than carry on.
Yeah, you've had worse. You've had worse. But it's interesting. It's eatable. It is edible, but it's interesting.
Yeah, I'll take a hard pass and I'll just deduct one from one of my rations and just eat it on the go, following Nova wherever she wants to go.
Good.
Probably a
But-
good choice. I was probably just gonna upset your stomach anyway.
I'm gonna hang back and then eat his very quickly, and then run to catch up with him as he leaves.
Sounds good. You watch him take he takes like a big spoonful, and you kind of watch him like he chews he chews on something like way too long, swallows it, and just kind of like he slides
Yeah,
the
like,
bowl.
nope.
I don't like that.
Yep,
I don't
in
like
the
that.
middle of the table, stands up and he's like, "Oh, okay," and like walk off. And KB, you just kind of do like one of those like like dive into the bowl really quick. Comes back up and just like, oh.
And it's gone.
And KB, you just quickly catch up with the rest of the party. You guys, surprisingly, you guys come out at the right time as you watch this black trench coat individual with his back to you, coat open towards Patience and Sophia, and they're just like wide-eyed, and then he closes the trench coat and like walks off.
So from our angle, it looks like something completely different than it was. It's like,
Not
oh
sure.
no. Oh,
You just
no.
watch as they're very confused, and all of a sudden, both of them are eating a pastry.
It's the cereal flasher. Everybody avert your eyes. I'm gonna walk up to them. Well, did he give you a show? He didn't charge you, did
Right.
he?
Oh, just breakfast.
Breakfast.
He pulled out a really long pastry for me.
And you-
I bet he did.
And you ate it?
And my mouth was involved.
That can't be sedentary, darling.
And this stream is why we are 18 plus stream.
Oh, this pastry is quite tasty.
Yeah, that shit was
Whatever
fucking
that-
delicious.
That whatever they were cooking in the inn wasn't the most pleasant smell.
And that was a better option? Eating
Well,
something
it's
that's been
tasty.
stuck
Do
to
you
a
want-
man's body? Okay.
you
The
want
soup
some?
wasn't
And
cream filled enough for you.
Oh,
I'll rip off
okay.
like maybe a quarter of the end. Would you like to try it? It's quite tasty.
I'll very hesitantly reach out and take it. And take a very small bite.
What a street vendor!
Like
is.
Squidward trying the fucking Krabby Patty.
Yeah, like,
I haven't had pastries like this in anywhere but the upper markets. In a place like-
Explosion of amazing flavor in your mouth, like best thing you've ever had.
My eyes are gonna like light up.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Up, and I'm just gonna shove the rest of the pizza in my mouth.
It's
That
so
is
fucking good.
incredible. Where did he go? I'm like gonna look around like every direction to see if I can spot the trench coat.
Make a perception check. Here's for shits and giggles.
The filling just really spurts with flavor.
God damn it.
Ah!
You don't see nobody. You're frantically looking around. You don't see nobody with a black trench coat.
I won't forget this. Gotta find
Area
those
might-
pastries.
Harry might have food, but if I see him again, we're going to get that tomorrow too, because that was quite tasty.
It was. I misjudged it.
We're running a little bit behind though. Nobles don't like to be waiting.
All they have to do is sit around and do nothing.
Fair point.
But, yes, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, about time we hit the bricks.
About 20 minutes through walking through town, you guys do arrive at the You guys do arrive at the. Where is my notes? Ah la 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 la. You guys do arrive at the Sapphire Halls, which is the kind of like second highest. Stop pinging on Mira. The second highest
We just have to remember where we are.
halls. Yes. You can zoom in and get more detail if you want. The second highest halls, kind of like just right below the diamond uppers of the the Crystal Kingdom. You arrive and you step to the door, and immediately the door opens, like the gates kind of like open for you, almost like you're expected.
Our name's not on the list.
Yeah, that's true.
Ginge. Mine and Axel's name are not on there. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
You're not on the list. You can't come in.
So
Forget the damn list.
as you go to as you guys kind of like look around, you guys do begin to walk through the gate. KB, Patience, Sophia, and as Nova and Axel, as you guys go to enter, immediately you run face into almost like an invisible wall.
Ah! What the? I'm like, look at the invisible wall.
I'm gonna turn back toward it. Is there anyone around?
Not right now.
Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna tap on the invisible wall.
Yeah, it's just like
Oh, don't
Right in
wait.
front of
We'll get this sorted out once we talk to Arya. That's a misunderstanding, I'm sure.
Interesting. So I suppose we stay here again?
We'll be right there. We'll be right back.
Alright.
I promise we didn't expect this.
I'm just gonna like
Mhm.
lean against the pillar by where the invisible wall is and staring
as the
at them.
the gate like closes in front of you guys.
All right, boys, now's the time. Go get him. Just playing.
But you guys do make your way to the front door of the estate. Do you knock on the door?
I'll leave that to somebody else.
I'll knock on it.
Okay. But a moment passes. Miller answers the door. Ah, good morning. I believe that you are here for your appointment with his Mrs. Demar.
We are. Just
Indeed.
tell her we're here.
Fantastic. I will. If you could please come in as the whole party here, we could let you in.
Well,
And she's
unfortunately, we had an issue at the gate.
issue.
There's two
There's
others.
two of us that weren't able to enter.
Kind of looks around you. They're with you.
No, the two that are
Yes.
down past near the pillar, past the gate.
He kind of
Yeah,
like
the
walks
lady and her attack dog.
They're with us.
as you. He walks towards the gate, and yes, opens the gate. I assume that you're with the rest of this group.
We are?
Excellent. If I could please get your names.
Nova.
Axel.
Makes two signs against the pillar on the backside. You may enter.
Very hesitantly kind of take a step to see if I hit the wall.
He kind of like watches you, and you just like you barely just like notice this like tiny little smirk.
Well, all is in order then. And I'll just walk to rejoin the group.
Perfect.
All right, sir. Let her know it's Miller time.
I will do as such. If you could please follow me. And he, the gate closes behind you guys. All of you guys make a wisdom saving throw. No, I'm just kidding. He leads you into the the main area, and the layout of the room has changed a little bit. The tables kind of been scooched over in the main dining hall. You guys enter kind of the like a mud room, like shoes and coats and stuff are hung here. And then he leads you to the left and around and into that main like fireplace hall type area. Axel and Nova, what you do notice as you walk in, for it being a very large estate, and in your minds you're thinking that there's going to be extravagant decorations. It's quite the opposite, actually. Very minimalistic, just very practical. There's no like bright fluorescent colors or like gold trim, anything. There's some weapons mounted on the walls. There's some monsters like that are mounted up. There's like 3 or 4 portraits. This seems to be of a young like goblin, and like it looks to be like a Goliath human, and 2 elves, one female, 1 male. And you see a small fire going, and a kind of elderly goblin female kind of hunched over this tiny little, almost like breakfast table with like a bowl of soup. And she seems to be eating like possibly oatmeal or something. All of you guys roll a perception check out of curiosity. So, Nova, Patience, and Axel. As you guys walk into this main
No,
fireplace area.
no.
What?
The 17 was from an earlier roll.
Oh,
I got
got it.
9.
Okay.
I'm back on my bullshit.
So Patience and Axel. As you guys walk in, you know, you guys are of the fighting type. Your eyes are always taking in the surroundings and possible threats and just anything and everything. You guys notice before anybody else even says a word or even notices themselves, there is hidden traps and weapons stashed all over, like little hints of things here and there. Like you just kind of notice them. Like you kind of look up and to the left, and like one of the windows that seems to be like pointing outside, like on the second level, like, you know, so like where the fireplace is, there's like almost like a second level, and it's like filled with windows and like little like trinkets and stuff up there. You look really close and you can like see tiny little like barely visible strings, almost like a trap was set up there. And then you look and you see like up the stairs and like to the right a little bit, you feel like you see something like underneath a portion of a step. And then like you kind of walk by and you notice the dining room table to your left, like where there's one, like, there's 3 or 4 little chairs, and then there's one giant chair, and like the giant chair, you kind of notice like something shiny stashed almost along like one of the handles, or like one of the armrests.
I'm gonna subtly get Nova's attention, like do like a hand gesture. We've probably practiced this for her to like mind link with me because I gotta tell her something.
I'll mind link with them.
This lady of the house is not fucking around. There's secret compartments for weapons and traps everywhere.
Good eye. Hopefully they're not
And-
for us.
I would sure hope not.
Well, if they are, then we're in for a good show.
I'll just nod.
I'll go back to looking like I'm paying attention to the lady and not like staring off into space.
I'll just kind of file that information away, but make sure that nobody runs into anything.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be in like your immediate area.
Mhm.
Almost like it's set up in certain parts of the house that maybe she doesn't want people. But as you enter, they kind of bring you into this big, almost like, I would say probably like 40 by like 20-ish, like large fireplace slash like, you know, like warm, like room type area. I don't even know how to explain it. Like those fireplace rooms where it's like just you know, where everybody kind of sits and like hangs out and talks. And she sits
Sitting
there.
room, perhaps.
Sitting room, yeah, like something like that. And she looks up in between her bites of food, like takes one more big shovel of like this oatmeal mush type meal. Good morning. Excuse me, I'm just finishing up my breakfast. So, she kind of scoots, faces the rest of the party here. And Axel and Nova, what you notice is this goblin, roughly same height as KB, small, kind of like elderly, white-haired, very like crow's feet around the eye, elderly goblin female. So, I would have this to believe that this is the party that wreaked havoc and saved my indispensable Miller. And she kind of like out of the corner of her eye looks at Miller.
I took out 3 of the 5, but yeah, that's about right.
Congratulations, furry.
I'm gonna grin at him saying that. Yes, he most certainly did.
I bet he did. So, you're looking for work. Possibly. Or you're intrigued in what work I have. Or are you just coming here to talk to me?
I believe we're interested in seeing what work you have to offer.
Oh, I have several things. Several things.
Ginge, before she starts talking, just, go ahead and explain, but I would like to be reading surface thoughts as she's explaining this to see if it matches.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Or if there's anything more prevalent, more intense than what she's talking about on her mind, I guess that would eat that up, but still.
Thinking about how much he loves Miller.
Where's Miller with my tea? Fucking idiot. I
mean, it could be.
Surface thoughts are going to be immediately interesting. Yeah, they could work. Ragtag. Yeah, they could work.
Okay.
Meh, they look weak. Meh, maybe. Should test them.
Okay.
Well, to get to the main jobs, the important jobs, I need to place you on kind of a probation. I need you to look into something for me. Possibly. I own a semi-lucrative business of storehouses. Food, herbs, potions of such. Mostly medicinal. I sell them. I have adventuring groups that go to the Shattered Vale and portions of the Florian Wildlands. They extract and bring me back rare medicinal herbs, food, seeds, and whatnot to be sold. Lately, somebody has been tampering with my shipments in my storehouses. I want to know why. Who, why, what, and what they want. That's where you come in. I don't want anybody to know that I am specifically looking into this. I need this to be off the books. I don't want my name brought into this. The storehouse is run by one of my owners, Milna, and 2 of her other idiots, Thorpe and Chester. They tend to run late into the evening. They do a good job and keep the store up. But I need to know why my boxes are being opened, going missing, and tampered with in certain portions of these boxes. I need to know what's going on.
Well, if we don't mention our name, of course we won't mention you. That seems only fair.
Fair enough.
Off the books.
We're good at staying
As
off
it
the
should be.
books.
What was that? Patience and Sophia, you guys kind of talked at the same time. I didn't catch either
We're
one.
good at staying off the books.
That's good. That's what I want. What did you say, Blue One?
Oh, nothing. Just I like it off the books. Just sort
So
of.
do I.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that all of us here like to keep things off the books.
Good. So we'll start with this. 100 gold apiece. You find out who. An extra 100 if you bring said person to me.
Alive?
I would prefer alive. It draws less attention in my direction.
Yeah, I try to hide my surprise. I think that sounds fair. How does that seem to you all?
So
That seems like
this
right down our alley.
this individual you want us to find, you're willing to give us 100 gold to find him? That doesn't
An
seem
extra
like
50.
it doesn't
if you
seem like
prefer-
enough.
Does it now?
I think that's rather cheap, actually.
Oh.
And what do you think we should get paid? Or you should get paid?
Myself personally, I would expect more like 500 gold.
Damn.
Make a oh fuck, what am I looking? Make a not
Persuasion?
intimidation. Thank you. Persuasion check.
It's like a year's salary in the D&D world.
Yeah, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Oh my god.
If that.
I did warn you yesterday not to undervalue what we do. I kind of agree with Nova here that that's a very low bar for an entire secret service.
I'm willing to negotiate, but 500 is my first offer.
So am I. So, here's the thing. I don't know you. You don't know me. You try to negotiate for a price when you don't know what's going on.
That makes it even more valuable, right?
Makes it less
something-
valuable.
No, it makes it more
Well,
valuable
we don't
to
know
me.
you either.
So,
We don't know you, we don't know what's going on, so we could be very well
Ugh.
risking our livelihood altogether for a mere 100 gold.
this group talks too much already,
You're
Miller.
not going to find another group like us able to look into this. So, 500 or I leave right now.
Oh,
Have a good day then.
And
Or,
then I'll start walking toward the door.
she just smiles in your direction. That's one down. Are the rest of you gonna stay and listen?
Does that mean our share increases?
Possibly.
Huh.
So,
Anyone else want to leave?
what I was saying. I will increase your pay. If you can pass my test. To a degree. I'm not going to do 500, but I'm willing to do 250. A person. And another We'll say 150. If you can bring this person to me alive.
And this is our test?
This is your beginning job, your probation.
Don't worry, Michael, we would have grabbed her anyway. Alright. I think that's a little more reasonable. Anyone have any issues with that?
No,
For
pretty
me.
good at knocking people out. Think I can handle that.
I got the deal.
I'm gonna nudge Axel. What do you say? 250?
This target of yours won't even know what hit him.
Mm. And she stands up, like you just hear like like all these bones and like cartilage and like everything just popping and creaking. Oh God! And she stands up, like cracks her back and like leans back and like she sits up and she looks a little more like with it when she stands up, and she just okay. It's been a while. Oh, that hurts. Everything hurts. Miller, where are you, Miller? He like comes in the room. Yes, miss. Where? Give it to me. Oh God. Yes, ma'am. And she comes back and walks back, and he comes back in with this like long cane. The fuck. You fail. Oh man. Hands her this like almost like cane. It's like about as tall as her, maybe a little bit taller. It's kind of about like yay big. Okay. Stands up. Undoes her robe. Like starts to undo like her robe in front of her. Throws it off. And as she does, she's wearing full armor. Cracks her back. Been a while. Twists the cane in half and it pops off into two separate swords. And she flings off the ends. Well, shall we test? And she flings herself at you and just all of a sudden just darts across the room. Let's roll initiative.
Oh shit. Okay.
Give me some battle music.
Working on it.
Thank you.
We're all a little flat-footed.
Not me, I'm coiled like a spring.
Sophia and KB, do you guys have... Who's the higher dex?
I have 16
17.
dexterity. So,
Okay. All right. So, you guys kind of standing in a group. Who is kind of like standing towards the front of the group? Because Sophia, you had kind of walked away and come back.
It might
Yeah,
have
I'd
been
probably be a
me because
couple
I was
feet back, not-
negotiating.
I handed negotiation off to Nova. I was like probably 10 feet behind the group.
17 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And 13.
You mean for
That-
hit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then does another 17 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So all of a sudden, this tiny goblin darts across the room, jumps in front of you, and out of nowhere is holding these two blades and a small dagger kind of off to her side. And she immediately turns the blades backwards and whap into one of your sides, whap into the other side, and then out of nowhere takes the butt of the dagger and like jams it into your stomach. So you take 8 points, and it's not piercing because she's using the flat blade, so it's bludgeoning. So 8 points of bludgeoning, 12 points of bludgeoning, and 8 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, well, I'm already down. Because we're like, level 3, I have no HP.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm down.
You're not dead, you're just unconscious.
Okay,
So
well,
you
I
watch
was
as-
down after the second hit, and then you hit me a third time.
Well,
Holy
she
shit.
wouldn't hit you with the third one then.
Okay.
So you watch as all of a sudden she darts across the room and smiles up at you, Nova, and you're kind of like, oh shit. And you look down and you go to do something, and she just whap whap. And you, like Axel and everybody in the room, just all of a sudden you watch as Nova just collapses. Well, that was quick. Oh, this was fun in a long time.
Fucking little shit.
KB, you're up.
Oh, damn. Wait, KB. I got a 21.
Oh, sorry, patience. Yep, I was looking at. Yep. And you guys are clustered like around her. Like all of a sudden, she just like she closes the distance in like an instant and is standing on Nova. And then all of a sudden, you guys watch as Nova like down to both knees and then face first onto the ground.
Okay. I'm a little caught off guard, but
Insta death.
I'm gonna
Session
go
2
ahead.
TPK. Fucking TPK.
So I'm gonna just like after kind of being breathless for a moment, I'll catch my breath and focus, and I'll summon my astral arms. That is a bonus action, so I still get an action to attack.
Oh man, are
I
you
have it.
astral gauntlet monk?
Astral self, baby.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
And am I within? Like,
like-
what's my distance to her?
You guys are all within like 5 feet of her.
Okay.
Like she's literally standing right next to you.
I have a reach of 10 feet.
Yeah.
Can
she's
I
within.
can I try to grapple her with one hand and like force her to the ground?
Can try.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
Patience,
Well,
doesn't
no.
something happen when you summon your astral self?
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah,
she
it
take
does,
damage when you summon it?
Yes. Make a dex save for her. DC 13.
Twelve.
Well, okay. So that's, I guess it's a D4. She takes 2 force damage.
So
Aw.
as she like dives in and makes 2 rapid attacks to
Mhm.
Nova, like just rapid, like she drops, you like not even thinking, you just summon the arm like out of instinct, like oh fuck, and you like in that moment you kind of summon and strike out like without even thinking, and it kind of catches her off and say like on the chin, and she kind of like ah spits on the ground and like looks at you.
Okay, and now I'm gonna try to, like, almost like a taller kid, like holding back a shorter kid, like try to grab her by the face and force her to the ground.
I think it's your strength versus hers.
Yeah. Strength or athletics?
I think either one.
Okay. It says, I can use my wisdom modifier in place of my strength modifier when making strength checks and strength saving throws.
Athletics is a strength check.
Yeah. So it'll be this, but plus 5. So 18.
Yeah, you got her.
All right. Pin her there. Just kind of breathing heavily. And to describe, these spectral arms are kind of made of this like blue energy, and they're almost feline, like in sort of going with her tiger theme. These are like tiger paws that stretch out and force Arena to the ground.
Okay.
Arya, excuse me.
So you basically grabbed her by the face and you shoved her into the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of a sudden you guys watch as like Arya gets lifted off of her feet and like slammed into the ground. And you're kind of like you just watch as Patience is like looking around the room like at you guys like do something and like holding her like down. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Arya smiles underneath the hair. You just see this like wide grin. Good, but not good enough. Ah! And like all of a sudden there's like, and like she's gone. And you're like, what the fuck? And you like look around the room, and she's in the air, coming down at you. And she comes from above and just whap whap, hit you with both of the rapiers on
me?
top of your head. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
18 hit,
Yes.
14 hit.
No.
Actually, hold on. 14 plus. Okay, is it adding in the? I think it's adding it in. Yeah, it's already adding it in. So 14 doesn't hit. So
No.
she comes down with the first one, and like, you just happen to like last second look up, and you're like, fuck! And the rapier like, but she like turns it in her hand last second, just whap right across the center of your forehead. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
God damn.
And as she goes to hit you with the other side, she comes in and you just manage to get your hand up just in time as she hits your whole forearm and glances off. And on the way down, she's going to spin and kick you in the face. Nope. That does not hit. Natural 1 for 7.
Nope.
So as she goes to spin kick, you like kind of like open your eye just in a second and like grab the foot and like shove her away.
Yeah.
And then she is going to do a bonus action, and she is going to land on the ground and jump backwards and disengage from you guys. And now she's standing in the corner of the room at the fireplace about 15 feet away. And she just all of a sudden is standing in the corner just smiling at you, and she's kind of like hunched over like ha ha, let's go. That brings us to KB.
Okay, so since she moved, is Axel within range to make an attack on her?
Not sure. Like right now, no, nobody
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
She disengaged away from
You disengaged from melee combat.
Yes.
then I will not do that. Then I will again try to cast Ego Whip, and she will make an intelligence save.
That's a rare save.
13.
A fail. A 13 is a fail, so she's gonna let me roll some damage here. She's gonna take 15 damage. But maybe more importantly, she cannot use her action on her next turn. Or to be more precise, she can only use her action to take the dodge, disengage, or hide action. So she cannot attack as an action on her next turn.
Okay.
And then I don't think I'm gonna move. I think I'll just stay where I am. So that'll be my turn.
Okay. Nice. You watch as like blood trickles from her nose and a little bit from like one of her ears, and she kind of like winces and goes, "Oh, fuck! That was kind of cool." Ah. Okay. Sophia.
I'm gonna line up a firebolt, and I will send it in her direction.
Okay.
It's 14 to hit,
That misses.
and then I will have her make a what is it? Yeah, I'll have her make a strength saving throw.
17.
Okay, she makes them.
So you watch as the firebolt whips towards her and she slaps it out of the air with one of her blades kind of turned backwards and just smiles at you, and like all of a sudden she's kind of like gets pulled forward a little bit. Shrugs it off. Is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
Okay. That brings us
I
to-
have a no action thing I forgot to do. Is it too late to do it? I was gonna
Yeah.
use a Fury of the Small. It
Oh.
just adds 3 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I don't. Never mind. I don't think I can use it because she is small like me. It's a creature larger than you.
Oh yeah, no, same size.
Okay, never mind.
Brings us to Nova. Make 2 death save. No, I'm just kidding. You're just
At
you're just
disadvantage.
at disadvantage. No, you're just out cold. And she kind of like as like the group
So I
kind
don't
of
get to
looks
try
down.
to. You don't roll even if you're just unconscious?
Nope.
That sucks. Okay, fine, whatever.
I mean, you ran your mouth, so she knocked you out.
That 500 gold is an offensive number.
But
That's why I
Nova,
started you first.
she just kind of grins in your general direction and then like points at the group. Is that all you got? You want 500 gold? Come beat up the poor old crepit old lady.
Ma'am, you're talking to an unconscious person.
Please stop talking shit.
I don't think she can hear you.
Ma'am, she can't hear you. Axel.
I'll immediately unwrap Chuckles from my belt and move in to attack her. And I'll use a bonus action to attempt to feint to gain advantage. 15?
Misses.
Damn. That'll be all.
Whip the flail around and like come down full force, watching your packmate go down. You're pissed. And as you come down and drag Chuckles like with a big wide grin on your face, she grins right back and does like a backflip over Chuckles and kind of like slow-mo, like you meet her eyes in the mid backflip and she just like ah and like lands on the other side of Chuckles. And you just totally whiff and drag down across the wall.
That'll be all.
The crazy bitch. Patience. I think he said he was AFK. Yep, he said he was BRB. Damn it! Patience, 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 patience.
I'm here. Sorry, I'm just washing my
Patience.
hands real
Well, hurry the fuck up.
quick.
Or I'm killing you next. Dirty little bitch.
Good fucking luck, bitch.
Good luck. Yeah, I just cracked you, lost the face.
Yeah, but I pushed your little goblin lady down like a third grader.
And then she popped up and slapped you in the face like a 5th grader.
Okay. But I'm great. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm back.
Ah. Uh-oh. Somebody died. Who died?
So I will go 10 feet of her. Because my reach is 10 feet.
Yep.
And I'll go ahead and lash out with one of my astral arms. So 13
Miss.
probably doesn't hit. Okay. And then I'll I'll use another key point to do patient defense. So she has disadvantage to hit me this turn.
That brings us to her turn, and she cannot attack. So,
Fuck, I forgot about that. God damn it. I forgot she couldn't attack. So patient defense was useless.
she is going to run up the wall. So, Patience and Axel, you guys both get a attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll take that. 14.
Miss.
Yeah.
Okay. And fucking
Miss.
hell.
So as you guys both lash out, as she just all of a sudden like up against the wall, looks at both of you and goes, "I got a party trick. Watch this!" And like turns and like runs up the wall, and you both are like, "Oh fuck!" and like swing out at her, like raking the wall. She runs up and she's going to use her hide action as she runs up into the upper areas of this mansion type area into kind of the rafters in the dark area. She's going to attempt to hide. Okay. So, I don't know what you guys' passive perceptions.
It's contested by an actual perception check by the person trying to locate her.
Okay.
So,
So she runs up into the like rafter type areas above you, and like you just hear a bunch of running and dodging, and then you lose sight of her. KB.
Okay, I'm gonna just take a quick second to see if I can see her. That's perception.
Mhm.
Oh,
You don't see her. She just all of a sudden like disappeared, and you're like you can hear like giggling, and you can hear like darting around. Like every once in a while, you hear like the chandelier kind of move, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And you like look around, and like all of a sudden she's gone again.
you mean to tell me she rolled better than a 4 of hiding?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
Man, Diablo haven't. It's the Kaz luck
it's
with
back.
perception.
I know. Use that because I'll have a reaction. I really don't think. Oh, you know what I could do? Okay. Okay, let me ask you this.
Yes.
can I? It's a little wacky. I have an ability that allows me to make a wall.
Sure.
Can I make the wall horizontal? Like above our heads?
And then try and like.
Yeah, basically what I'm trying to do is make a wall that separates us from her since she's up above us. So that if she comes down to attack from above, the wall will physically stop her from being able to actually reach us.
What's the move?
Here I'll a wall of repulsion. As an action, you create an invisible, insubstantial wall of energy. It is up to 30 feet long, 10 feet high, 1 foot thick.
I should also say, if your passive is higher than her stealth, you would also see her. So if her stealth
That's
was...
yeah, and that's why I was wondering what people's passive was. I mean, she rolled well, but you know, some people do have high perception or passive perceptions. Repulsion. No, you don't see her.
Yeah, I'm just putting it so you know what it is.
Oh,
Same.
perfect.
I'm guessing a 13 doesn't see her.
Unfortunately, none of you guys do see her. Unfortunately, yeah, none of you guys do see her with your passive. So there's nothing really about it being horizontal. I would say why not, as long as it can't be like just out of thin air. You'd have to like place it against something and it would come out of something.
Right. Like the existing wall.
Yeah.
It could come out.
I would think that unless it specifies like you can only say it or use it in a particular dimension, then you can do it however you want.
Yeah,
I-
I would
I'm not
say
the DM.
yeah, no, I would say that's definitely, I mean, why not, you know? You can create a wall from the ground up. Why could you not create it on another surface that goes this way? So,
Then I will do that and sort of cover me and Patience and Axel, and I'll have it come out from the wall that she was climbing up.
Yeah.
Thinking 30 feet out from there, if she drops, she'll have to try to get through the wall before she can get to us.
Okay.
And then I'll stay put.
So that brings us to Sophia.
So I am... Wait, you're able to cast third level spells? Yo. How does this thing work?
It's invisible.
Oh, so I wouldn't even know it's there.
Probably not.
I will do what I was gonna do then. Is a 16 good enough this year? Ginge?
Unfortunately, no.
Now will end my turn.
Yeah, you feel like you
Hold an
almost
action.
see her, and you're like, oh, I think I see her. She's right there. And then like you lose her.
You can hold an action, or do something like that.
Okay.
I don't think the perception
it's an-
check was an action, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Uh,
So that brings us to Nova, who's still passed out. Axel.
Hmm. I'll drop Chuckles and I'll use my free item interaction to pull out a hand axe, and then I will ready an action to throw said hand axe at her if I see her attack anyone.
Sounds good.
Ginge, checking for her is not a action.
It's not?
When she hides, everybody does a contested check against her stealth. So it's
Got it.
part of her hide action is looking for her.
Okay. So, those of you who have not rolled, go ahead and roll. I did not know that. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay. Let's go.
Dang.
You do see her, those of you that rolled high enough, you do see her in kind of the upper right-hand corner, and she's kind of like holding herself up in the corner, just smiling.
I'll just fucking throw a hand axe at her then. Fuck this bitch.
Okay.
Can I feint on a thrown weapon attack? Let me see. No. Okay, so this is regular roll.
A regular Noel making a regular roll.
Misses. But I know where you are, bitch.
The axe goes short, and you're like, fuck!
Alright, that's my turn then.
Okay. Patience. You see her kind of in that top corner, and you watch his Axel just like, yeah, and like throws it at her, and it just kind of goes short, and she just smiles.
Are there rafters that I could stand on, or is it like too short up there?
It's not like
For me.
rafters. Think of like trim. Like she's standing on trim.
Okay. So there,
Like one of those
okay.
houses that have the beams on the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah.
You
I
could
was-
try if you want to.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll try to get up there.
Okay.
Just kind of tic-tac up the
Acrobatics.
wall.
She rolls a 16. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
She rolled higher than that.
So you also have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck. For the wall.
Yep.
I knew this was gonna be so disruptive.
Is
That
what is
passes.
this? Okay. So you like jump and like you hear Katie go like, "Oh wait!" and you just pass through, and you just kind
Okay.
of like, just the tips of your toes. You manage to like you don't stand on them for too long because you do feel them kind of give way, and you like pop,
Okay,
Pop.
yeah.
and you jump off the last one, and she kind of like goes from like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" to, "Oh."
So do I have a firm foothold, or is this the kind of thing where I have to make a move before
Yeah.
falling back down?
Make a move before you fall back down. Like
Okay.
it's you don't. They don't feel like they're heavy enough to support you standing,
Mm-hmm.
but enough for you to like kind of get what you need to get to
I
get
can-
up there.
I can maneuver upon them but I can't like stay there.
Yeah.
Really. 'Cause either I'll lose my balance or I'll break them off. Okay. While I'm up there, I want to try to grab her and then kind of bring her with me back to the ground and slam her.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to do all in one move. You can definitely do a grab, like a grapple, and try and drag her with you. I don't know if you can do a grapple and a slam. Do you have 2 attacks?
But he's just gonna fall, right?
I can
Once
make I can make a melee attack as a bonus action because I'm a monk.
I'll let that go. If you or I'll accept that. If you have that bonus action, like you can make the attack with the bonus. I would say yes, you can do the attack to do the grapple, and then a bonus action to like turn the body and like into the ground.
If I'm not able to grab her, would I then be able to strike out with my other hand? Because I
It
do have a
is
10-foot reach.
Correct. It would be a disadvantage though, because you'll be falling
Okay.
at that point.
Gotcha. Okay, so grapple check.
Yes.
Okay, so this is 14.
12.
Yes.
So you kind of like grab her shirt really quickly, and as you're falling, you kind of like pull her into you.
Yeah, and I'll kind of again, kind of the same thing. Like grab her by the shirt, pull her down, but then like twist as I'm falling, so she hits the ground first.
Okay,
So,
so
so,
roll.
so this is actually fun. Although
Yeah,
stupid.
I know
You-
exactly what's. Yeah.
You both have to
Oh.
roll to go through the wall again,
Mhm.
Again?
and,
Okay.
I
and
would
one of you
still.
could pass and one could fail, which
Oh,
is
no.
funny.
I failed.
Oh fuck.
Yep.
I passed.
So-
Actually, you go through. She gets stuck.
So am
Like,
I like
good-
holding on to her then?
So
No,
hold on. No, hold on.
well, I
hold
assume
on.
not.
So as you guys are falling and you twist to slam, she kind of like you feel her struggle a little bit, and then all of a sudden, and you like roll really quickly, and you're like oh, and like you fling through, and you're still holding on to her. So make a strength check.
Okay. Make a wisdom check because I can with my arms. Oh.
Nope, strength.
Well, no, because I can use wisdom in place of strength with
Oh,
my astral
okay.
arms active.
Okay, so
But
it
yeah.
flings you around so fast, and you let go of her on accident. Not an accident, like it just like you get flung, and you're like you don't expect it all of a sudden, and it just like you lose your grip,
Damn
and you
it.
fall to the floor, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on your back.
Ouch.
That wall's not that helpful, but it is fun.
AB's like oh.
It did add some spice to this.
That brings us to her. Now that everybody can see her again, she's gonna stand on the wall and go, "Oh, that's fucking weird." Oh, ah!
Do I have to drop? Does it have to be my turn for me to choose to drop concentration?
Nope, you can do it whenever.
Yeah, I believe you can drop it whenever the fuck you want.
So could you drop it when that happened? Or are you trying to do that now that she's standing there?
I'm thinking I'm gonna leave it for her turn, but drop it after. Which I think I'm
Okay.
after her anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
15. KB,
What?
15 on the wall.
Sorry, what? Yes, 15 succeeds to go through the wall.
Okay. She is going to jump down at Patience, since you are annoying as fuck. And she is going to 20. Ooh, is that a natural 20?
Holy fuck.
That's a natural 20. That is
Yeah, that I hit.
12 points of bludgeoning damage as she comes down and just whack along your shoulder blade.
And out goes the lights.
You guys watch as she goes, fucking weird. And she like puts her foot through the wall and then goes, oh baby. Yeah, and like jumps down and you watch his Patience, all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck? Oh. Hold on, you're on your back. Is that no, because it's technically melee, so okay, so we're already at a crit anyways. So you watch as like Patience, you kinda like, oh fuck. And you look up to see this smiling, toothed demon coming down with like the double like her little blade in hand, and she just jams you right in the center of your solar plexus, and you just all hear and Patience eyes roll into the back of her head.
That damn goblin grandma's about to knock us all out.
Yeah. And she just like stands there and then looks straight up and goes, "Who's next?" And like jumps at you guys. And she is going to, I'm assuming the closest person is going to be Axel.
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to make her next rapier attack against you. That's not going to hit. That's a 9. And
On that miss, I'm gonna riposte.
okay.
Is that a reaction?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not holding Chuckles at the moment, so I'll just make a bite attack. 11. God damn it.
It misses, unfortunately.
And
So as she strikes with the blade, you actually catch it in your hand and you just like try and bite down at her, and she slaps your face. Like actually full open hand just slaps you away and takes the dagger and tries to jam it up into the bottom of your mouth. And as it does, you catch the hilt of the blade in your mouth and smile back. Oh, I like you.
Axel, did you take your reaction? Ready to attack?
no, I canceled it. Remember, because I
right,
found out where
yep.
she was. Yeah, so I haven't used my reaction yet until just now.
Okay, that brings us to KB.
I'm just gonna.
Watch the crazy
her.
bitch jump around.
I'm gonna just hit her with the old psychic blast. Creature you can see in 60 feet takes 1d8 damage per point spent. So I'm gonna do. Let me just roll it 3 times. 6, 9, 4, 13 damage.
Okay. You watch as the eyes roll back a little bit and more blood now at the other nostril, and she like winces really hard as she's like kind of fighting with Axel to hold on to her blade. She goes, "Oh, what the fuck!"
It's not exciting, but it's effective. And then I want to kind of get behind Axel. I think I want to position myself like I basically want to use his body for a little bit of cover. I don't know if I'm in melee range of her or not.
If you're standing behind Axel, yeah.
What- Well, I don't know where I am at the start of this turn, but if I can get
You're
to where
close
Axel
enough
is,
to move around to Axel to get that. Like Axel and her right now are like engaged with each other. To get within that would be like 10 feet of movement.
okay, yeah, I just want to get to the other side to where Axel's kind of between us, because I'm a little squishy, and then I'll end my turn there.
Okay. That brings us to. I dropped my book. I don't know why the fuck I did that. Sophia.
And then I will
That's a miss.
have her make a strength save.
17.
That's my turn.
So the firebolt actually kind of blasts over her head and like singes the top of Axel, and she kind of like pulls Axel down almost a little bit to try and get him, like the firebolt to hit him in the face instead. And she kind of laughs, and then like all of a sudden she's kind of pulled again. And, stop it! I don't like to be tugged. Nova, you are out. Axel.
Alright, I'll use my free item interaction to pick Chuckles back up, and I'll go for another attack. Bonus action, I'll feint on this one too. 24.
That hits.
Okay, superior dice, where are you? 4. 11 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
And that'll be all.
Okay. So you kind of like holding onto the dagger with your mouth and her other blade in your other hand, you kind of like pull her in really close and like reach out and like you're just reaching around. You manage to get a hold of Chuckles and just like swing it just enough where it connects on the right side. And you just watch her like, oh, fuck is that? And that'll bring us to Patience. You're out. That brings us back to Arya.
Schnoozing.
She holds you close, and she's kind of like bleeding a little bit from some of her face, and now if like her side has a little bit of a taint, like a little speck of blood kind of out. Okay, I think I'm almost done with the fun, but before I end, What do you think, big boy? One more time?
If Miller comes out, I'm gonna murder him. I'm gonna slice his throat.
Please, Miller,
Ah.
please come to the room. Please come to the room. Please come to the room.
So, a 10 and an 8 for the rapiers.
Miss.
So they both miss. So she tries to pull the rapier out of your hand and she can't get it out. And she tries to jab back in with the other one, like butt side of the blade. And you manage to catch it with the palm of your hand. You smile at her as you're still holding the dagger in your mouth. And she goes, "Ha! I got a trick too." Natural 20.
On that
At
second miss, I'm gonna riposte.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Ugh. 14. God damn it.
14 fails.
Yep.
So as you try to kick the flail at her face, hoping that one of the blades will catch her, she kicks it aside, and as you make that moment and you kind of make your little snicker and you open your mouth just enough, 25 with the dagger, she takes the butt of her hand and punches the dagger into the top of the roof of your mouth for 8 piercing damage.
Ouch.
And then she's going to bonus action, disengage, fight over. Okay. Oh, that was fun. And sits in the chair. Okay. Test over. Oh, my body. I'm too old for this shit. Oh. Miller. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Miller. Ah, the fuck are you? Yes, ma'am. And he walks around the corner, and as you says that, KB, you just launch something at the wall right next to him. Oh, fuck.
Miller, get the tea, goddammit. What are you doing?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Ah, shit. One, get the ice. I'll get the potions for all of them. And bring food. I'm sure we're all fucking hungry at this point. It's a lot of fun, but I'm really, really hurting. Anyways, bring chairs, get the table, food, potions, and just bring the shit. Fucking hell. Everybody, please sit down and rest. It was a test. A lot of fun, but I am really sore right now. Okay. And seconds later, Miller brings in, he kind of scooches the table in there, escorts you guys to the main dining room table. Food is laid out, lots of food. Potions, healing is administered to all of you. Counted as like a short rest type deal.
All right.
As he goes to Mr. Nova, it's gonna be like, allow me before I. And he snatches the fucking potion out of his hand.
Yes, I apologize. She's just unconscious. It's not a healing potion. It's just more of a wake you up.
I'm aware. Now get out of the way.
You smell it the same way. Fuck.
And I'll administer Nova's and dress some of her wounds.
What the hell happened?
Patience and Nova, yeah, you guys wake up and you are fucking everything hurts. Head hurts, eye hurts, body hurts.
Yeah, but for me it was
Tuesday.
For me it was
Yeah.
the instant of 2 seconds. I went from feeling normal to being just out cold.
Yeah.
Hold still. He kind of says gently. You've got 2 major stab wounds. Just give me a second.
None of them were stab wounds. It
Oh, yeah,
was
bludgeoning.
Oh, it was all
Bludgeoning.
all
She
bludgeoning.
just hit her with the
Some
flats of
bruises.
the hill.
Yeah, heavy bruises. Yeah, for the two of you guys, those of you got that thwap pretty good. Yeah, there's some bruising. Patience, you've got a giant a line of a black and blue bruise that's starting.
So he's like, yeah, hold still. I need to ice these.
As I get up, I'll say to Arya, got a hell of an arm for an old lady.
Well, I didn't always. Oh, fuck. Oh, there we go. Fucking hell. Oh, I didn't always sit in this stupid house at all times. I had a life too. And she like all of a sudden like that lady that was like all rigid and stood up and was like very like in your face, like hunches back into this like elderly woman again, like sits into her chair and you just like watches like a cover all of a sudden draped over her shoulder by Miller and she begins to sip tea.
I'll extend a hand to her, you know, like to shake and be like, "It's been a while since I lost.
She reaches out,
Good fight."
gives you a shake hand. One thing that you notice right away, extremely calloused hands. And like for a little goblin, fucking strong. Like the squeeze on your hand is like very, very like you feel like if you were to try and actually legitimately try and pull your hand away, you don't know if you could.
I like the cut of her jib.
Please, sit
Just-
down, eat. And then like she points in the middle of the tables and you see like
Little- a
giant
little-
ice. You see like
little-
giant ice packs and shit like that. Like everything you could think of.
A little bit of hurt pride, but mostly respect on Patience's face.
So, let's talk business. First of all, she turns and looks at Nova. Is there something you'd like to say?
When will we be paid?
Yeah, so you'll get paid when the job is done. Also, the pay drops. Not exactly 250. We'll do 165 apiece. Acceptable?
I
We can
believe
nego-
you've earned your negotiation rights, so I accept.
Perfect. To add to that bonus,
No complaints
I'll-
here.
I'll add another 100 on top if you can learn why these things are being done to my wares. Fair?
So find somebody, figure out why things are happening. Money in the bag?
Correct. And if you can do it stealthily without people learning who I am, kudos. Preferred. So, I like your little group. Interesting. I really like you too. And she points towards Patience and Axel, and then points to KB as well. You. That shit hurts. I get headaches a lot. And she points over at Sophia. Nice try, but you need to aim.
Need to aim.
You. And she points at Nova. You need to get some meat on your bones. You can't take a hit.
Or like growls under his breath, like,
Oh, shut up, Fluffy. That's what you're there for, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Fucking growl at me, I'll kick your ass. You know I can. Oh, shit. Oh, and she sits forward and you watch her like she winces. Oh, fuck my knee. Okay. Jesus Christ. Fucking young people. Fuck. And like sits back in her chair and begins to sip the tea again. But like on the corner of their eye, you can just see her like stink eyeing like Axel. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? You gonna do something? Do it.
he just
Fine, bitch.
silently continues icing bruises.
And there's a little bit of everything at this dinner table. There's some meat, there's some like stews, there's some salad, like a little bit of, it's like a little touch of everything. Like anything you could pretty much want, she's got a little touch of everything. So, I believe you've earned that right. You guys are a little hardier than I anticipated. Some of you a little more than others. It's good. It's a mix. Like it. Do you guys have a name for your group? Or,
Oh, I actually thought about one last week. Shit.
well, if you don't have a name for your group, maybe think of one so I have something to call you. I'm not calling you fucking individually. That's confusing as shit. Anyways. Tomorrow night, in the lower areas, in the wow. Sorry. Where's my fucking notes? God damn it. There it is. In the in the amber halls, you'll find my shop. It is known as the herb garden. Off the grid. There's nothing really to the building. I didn't want to draw attention. It's more of a storehouse. It's not for people to buy shit. You don't work for me. You'll have to figure out your own reason for going and inspecting or talking to them. I don't know what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it. That's not my problem.
What's
But
the place called?
the herb garden.
You have any regular clients that go there?
They don't go there. Our wares are shipped to them. We have contracts that are formed behind the scenes by myself or Miller. And the storehouse is run by individuals. Like I said, it's run by Milda, Chester, and Thorpe. Chester and Thorpe, not the brightest apples. You know what I mean? Fucking idiots.
Right.
Yeah, they're just there for muscle, and even that's lacking.
Well,
Milda,
what sort of people would go there to do business?
merchants, herbalists,
All right.
alchemists, artificers, whatever needs my wares. Whether it
Right.
be seeds, gardeners, farmers. Like I said, we don't have clients that actually go there. Usually, I mean, every once in a while they will, mostly to try and get contact information for myself or my associates that do business for me. Um, if you need to use his name, I don't use it too much, but it's Marcus. Marcus does all of my behind the scenes paperwork. He usually makes the deals, and he sets up the contracts with the farmers and whatnot to get seeds, herbs, and so forth from my storehouse. Marcus,
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Marcus is the direct employer of Milna, who is basically the manager of the warehouse.
All right. So, All right. I can work with that. You see, Patience is just kind of deep in thought.
Basically, that's all I have to go off of. All I know is usually happens after hours. Usually happens late in the evening when nobody's around in the building. We haven't found any signs of forceful entry. We're unsure what's happening, but I'm finding crates opened. Nothing is missing, which is weird. Some of my wares are spoiled in this manner. Specifically, the equipment and wares coming from the Shattered Veil seems to be the most tampered with for some reason. I don't know why. It's fucking annoying, and it's costing me money. Any other questions? God damn it, you little fucking green shit. I have a headache from hell. Ah.
Put a little ice
Yeah,
right
what do
on
you
the
think I'm...
back, right on the
do
back
you-
of your head. Ooh,
Okay. Okay, yeah, that does feel kind of better. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Love how she's calling him a little green shit when she is the same.
That's like very grandma energy.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
You young whippersnappers.
Well, is this something that we can do tonight or that we need to wait? Just
You can do whatever you want tonight. You can go down there and stake the place out. You can look around. You can... whatever you want. Oh, yeah, here you go. Here's your traveling fees / whatever else you guys fucking need. And she throws a pouch into the middle of the table.
I'll grab it.
Okay.
And I'll look inside and count it.
About 100 gold.
This'll do.
Well,
Sorry, just wanted to make a note of it.
no, not a problem. So,
Wouldn't happen to know any names and or faces of regular clients of yours that would go there, would you?
well, I do business with a lot of different people. I do business with the... Farcooms. I do business with the Marcrax. I do business with
Business?
business, whatever.
That's not a character.
I do business with the Moon Blossoms. I do business with oh, do business with the Magical Academy. And several other merchants from the area. The Lees, he's part of the Spiral Council. I do a little business with him. He buys stuff on the regular. That's about it. The others are just random high-end merchants that buy from me from time to time in bulk, and then they come back every couple of months. They're not regulars.
Right then. All right.
Yeah, we make deliveries all over. A little bit to Delar, a little bit to Calvor and Voyeris. Molten Hammer Keep, we don't really go there very often. They're kind of a weird fucking people. They keep to themselves. But
Well, unless there's anything else you need to provide, we might as well be on our way. Seems we
That
have
you will.
some preparations to make.
Sounds good. Also, I mean this in the nicest way. Take a fucking bath. You smell like shit. Just saying.
Which one of us?
We're lucky we didn't wake up with infections with where we slept. Being
Well,
crammed into one tiny room. At not
maybe-
the best establishment.
Maybe upgrade. Maybe upgrade. Just saying. Just saying.
But they had a great breakfast there.
I'm gonna
I
like
wouldn't
wrinkle
know.
my nose at that statement.
Well, as much as I extremely love your company, I have a headache. And, my body hurts a little bit. So, you guys have a wonderful evening. Miller, could you please show our guests out? And fucking make me some more tea. Ah, shit.
Was there food brought out for us or anything?
Yeah, the whole table is full of it.
Okay. What's on there? Is there anything like I
There's
could grab
meat,
to go?
salads. There's like legs of stuff. I mean, I would assume while you guys were having a conversation,
Mhm.
you were kind of munching and eating. But yeah, there's stuff on there like hocks of, chicken leg and stuff like that that you can definitely grab some things on the way out.
Yeah, I'll grab a leg of something and then like Is there like
I made the cookies on the end. You grab a handful of cookies, please.
I'll grab like a chicken thigh and hand it to Axel.
You very happily eat it.
if there's like
Pretty good.
carrots or something like that, like vegetables that you can kind of eat with your hands, I'll grab some of those.
Yeah, there's like an assortment of like cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, like a little like
Perfect.
vegetable bowl.
Need them need them fibrous carbs.
Delicious and nasty.
Nova, you notice his tail wag as you hand him the hawk.
Good stuff.
Hold on.
I'll
Do I
grab a
see-
couple, like, I'll just grab like a little variety of things from the table and just kind of like take little bites of each.
She does notice on the way out. She just kind of giggles. It wags its tail.
Well, I suppose we should go find a better place to stay than the one that we were at before, since they don't seem to have very many rooms available, and not the nicest place.
Yeah, that place smelled like my old gym.
Yeah, I woke up with irritated sinuses. Everything just smells like urine in there.
You get used to it, but
I'd rather
someplace
not
you
get
wanna
used to it.
spend a night for sure.
Well, like I said, you guys are the locals here. Lead the way.
All right.
Miller kind of leads you out of the main door, and on the way out, depending on what portion of the city that you are staying in, oh shit, come on, my notes are fucking awful. The Amber Halls has the Dragon's Hoard is a decent inn there. If you're looking to stay in the Sapphire community, that is the Crystal Cove. The Diamond, which I highly doubt you'll be able to get into, I wouldn't worry about that too much. But the Amber is definitely well suited, and the inns are a little more classier. On top of the option that I gave you already, there is the Rose Thorn. That is a little bit of a mixture of inn and entertainment, if you know what I mean. If that's what you're looking for. And that places you very close to the downtown quarters. Inns and whatnot, and food.
And you said the Dragon's Hoard was the inn in the Amber Halls?
That is also an inn in the Amber Hall.
Okay.
There's the Dragon Hoard and then the Rose's Thorn, which is also another inn.
Got it.
Inn, you say?
Oh, thank you for the advice. Sounds like we need to head towards the Amber Halls.
Sounds good. You have a wonderful evening, and I believe we'll see you soon. Thank you.
I'll nod and then walk away.
Sounds good. As you guys exit the gate closes behind you, and you are back in the thoroughfare and on the main road. And on that, we will end the session for tonight.
Plot begins. Very
Stream,
good.
we thank you for coming. Thank you for enjoying this time with us as we are now through session 2. Please join us next week as we go to episode Clues and Findings.
Ooh,
Oh,
little investigation.
y'all. Yeah, thanks,
Have a
stream,
good night.
for everybody hanging out and sticking with us and enjoying the story. We will be back next week on Wednesday around 8:30 Central. Everybody have a safe and fun weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Is it Wednesday yet?
Not yet.
Bye bye.
Later.